Hello again, my cryptids. It is I, the dreaded Skibidi Toe Tickler. Again, ignore the fact this is screen-recorded CapCut is just stinky like that. Anyways, this is just me explaining everything I remember inspired Tribal because I'm bored and I haven't done long-form content in 1,000 years to weeks. So, first, obviously, the original inspiration was the cult tribe war thing I did in fourth grade, where basically I wanted to make a cult with my friends because I thought cults were cool. Nox or Orion, if you somehow see this, hello. I mean, sometimes I see Nox at school, but we have no classes together, and Orion goes to another school now, lolsies. But anyways, we tried to recruit members into our cult, and it was like worshipping cats or something. Because I was still in my cat obsession phase at the time, so I stole the name of the cult for my book, which taught is the Fearless Felines. So, haha, goofy-ass cult I made is now what's giving me any money at all. I've gotten $45 in total from my first book, so 15 sales, Eventually, some people betrayed the cat group, or some people who liked dogs more went against the cat tribe, and they eventually made their own cult, which they named the Courageous Canines, which I also stole lolsies. And I don't remember if the reason the antagonist of books 1 to 4 is the leader of the dog tribe was because I still kinda held a grudge against them, but it doesn't matter, lolsies. It's all fiction no one was based off of. Anyone in real life don't try to kill me, or something, Taylor. For the sake of your attention spans, I'm gonna add memes and speed paints while the text-to-speech does its thing. So anyways, the two cults decided to rename themselves to being tribes for two reasons, those being that cults aren't very school-friendly, and no one really did anything culty. It was just groups with strong opinions. So basically, the dog tribe declared war on the cat tribe, and as one of the free leaders of the cat tribe, I agreed to go to war, lolsies. But basically me and my friends were like an oligarchy ruling the cat tribe, even though I didn't know what an oligarchy was back then. So every day at recess we'd plan on how we would try to beat the dog tribe, and sometimes we'd go on heists or have battles where we go to a random area, usually the big field. And bring sticks and pretend. They were weapons I can't remember if anyone actually got injured, though there were a few sword fights, though. The news about the war spread through the whole school, and one time, when the second graders were also out with the fourth graders, they made their own tribe, which was the Terrifying Turtles, and I stole that name, too. Eventually, a ton of people from the cat tribe went to either be neutrals or went to the dog tribe because they were getting more power, and they thought dogs were low-key better, which they are not. I will always stand by liking cats more. I made the decision at 6 years old, and I will never change my mind. So, obviously, the cat tribe went out of power. My two friends left the tribe, and I was left as the only leader because, one friend went to be neutral because of so much chaos going on, and the other one just kind of betrayed us. John, I can't remember, but I think he was one of the leaders of the dog tribe eventually. So, there was very few cat tribe members left. And we all had a meeting calling off the war because there was legit point to members in the cat tribe. But the only reason so many people went to the dog tribe was because the leader let literally anyone in the tribe, regardless of what they've done against the dog tribe. So, everyone not in the dog tribe agreed that she was kinda corrupt, lolsies. I still kinda wanted to keep the whole thing going, but there wasn't enough cat tribe members, and it was May already, so a few weeks until the school year would end, but me and the one other cat tribe member made another tribe called the Camouflaged Chameleons. I stole that name to lolsies. So, the school year ended, yada yada. I went into 5th grade, blah blah blah, Discord situation, my phone taken away for 3 months, blah blah blah, October 16th. So, early 5th grade, I was thinking that, man, the thing I did in 4th grade was low-key fun. I'm gonna write a book about it. I don't have any more speed paints, womp womp now. I'm just gonna be yapping. So, on to the other inspirations. History in general inspired a lot of it, but mainly Native American tribes, so like. Obviously, a ton of Crane Wives songs inspired it, because what did you expect?
So now on to the really big inspirations.
Ignore random text-to-speech voices, I'm just having fun.
Yelliker's songs were a huge inspiration, specifically Harpy Hare.
Originally, it was just the general aesthetic that inspired the Forest Children, but I also made it. Fit the lore really well, so if my books somehow gain a fandom in the future and are Yelliker fans, yes, Harpy Hare inspired the Forest Children, and that's why it fits so well. Holy Skibidi, that voice is annoying. I'm never using it again.
Anyways, spoilers time. This next part has spoilers for the later series, and since that isn't out yet, you just need to be okay with spoilers.
So like I based it off of this one prophecy thing in the Bible to symbolize that the elk god sees himself as the god. There's some similarities like a star or SMT falling from the sky, that being the gods, Satan, and darkness would like flood the buoyant earth, and demons would come and hurt people, and that the only way to stop it is to repent, turn to God.
This isn't meant to mock religion, because I feel like people might get offended by this. This is to symbolize that it's a bad thing that the elk god sees himself this way, and how corrupt his weird view of Earth is.
Anyways, another thing that inspired the darkness is the roaring from Deltarune Haha. You guys really thought nothing Toby Fox related inspired any of it? Well, you're wrong. I had to do this.
So basically, when Rolsey is explaining the whole prophecy thing, he mentions that darkness would flood the sky and that the earth would shake and break, so like there's now an earthquake when the darkness starts low seas. But anyways, the Titans mention kinda fit the gods, so that works too.
The final direct thing that inspired the darkness is Wildfire by Rabbitology because, of course it did.
It mainly just fits how the whole thing goes really well, and I can't unsee the song dot as Alka's point of view when the darkness starts, because they trusted the elk god dot so much. Their whole existence is only a thing, because he wanted to destroy the world.
And like the part in the song, that's like, don't recognize, gone, gone, gone. Fits a panic attack really well, so Elka has a panic attack when the darkness starts, now Lulsies.
But like the part that goes, don't recognize your face in this glow is so fitting because the elk god finally opens his eyes then, where usually he has them closed and always had that happy theater mask off face and only had that expression to seem safe and trustworthy to mortals because his eyes are terrifying and for some reason he's the only god with pupils lulsies.
So that's also why there's a fire at Alpine Elementary when the darkness starts to lulsies. It needs to be super chaotic and sudden and plot twisty to the reader, so.
Anyways, there's a few other things that gave small bits of inspiration, but nothing huge. So, honorable mentions time, then I have to end the video, because I don't want it to be over 10 minutes.
Animals in general inspired stuff because animals are like a huge thing in the series.
Undertale partially inspired the whole 7 premise my series has, like with the 0.7 human souls and stuff. And in the false prophecy of my series it requires 0.7 gods, 7 demigods, 7 humans, and 7 gems. There's also 7 tribes, including the leader, and 0.7 books, not including the prequel.
Not 0.7, not a decimal number text-to-speech.
Anyways, Wings of Fire inspired me to be a writer. And this applies to anything I've ever written. Not just tribal. My books are just the thing I'm most passionate on and haven't given up on in something I'm profiting off of because it's gonna be a published series. But I'm still a minor, so like I don't need the money. It's not my dot job because even if it was, I'd be getting like less than minimum wage because $3 per dot sale made is crazy. I'm not a best-selling author.
Anyways, I need to end the video now. I've been working on this for like 2 hours. Instead of finishing my drawing of Layla like I'm supposed to, so like goodbye, chat.